The timeline is for what? Can I hear from you? Timeline is to determine what? Composition of the liquid and the solid. So this is the timeline. The other thing we also need actually from the phase diagram is explain coring. Remember coring? What is coring? Okay. So let's draw the diagram, the same one again. Alright. Here. So this one. Okay. Alright. We don't want this thing here because we want to show you how to do the what? Lever rule. Okay. Start with the lever rule. Alright, now if you are asked about the lever rule, okay, lever rule. Okay, lever rule. Alright, they will tell you, okay, at the temperature T1, and the composition, let's say C1. Composition C1. So what do? You will then what? Planting. No, this one is too high. Okay, go back to this again. So here, T1. Okay, here to here. Alright, where is C1? C1 is here. So you must also draw a line up. That's the first thing you need to do. Are you clear enough? They'll tell you, okay, at temperature T1 for composition, okay, for composition C1. Alright? So now over here I got liquid, here I got what? Liquid plus what? Solid. So what do I have in between? Liquid plus what? Solid. This solid here is what? Alpha. Okay, if I put it as alpha. Okay, now here, alpha. Okay, so at this temperature here, what is the percentage of what? Alpha. Let's say I want to know the solid. So this is where my reverse rule will kick in. I must divide this line here into these three portions. What are these three portions? Here I can call it A, this point here B, this point here C. Are you clear or not? So this one here will be equal to what? First I must have this baseline here. Okay? A, C. How do I get AC? You know here, I can just, what, this is a scale already, correct or not? The percentage. So, I look it now, see how much, A is how much, this minus this will give me what? AC. Okay? And then, I'm talking about alpha, solid is here, so I must take this line here. For liquid, I will take this line. I ask you to memorize this. I can't explain the logic for this. Just memorize it. Cannot? Okay? So it becomes what? Alpha. So I must take what? A or AB. AB. This line here. Okay? And remember, I'm talking about what? Percentage. So what do I need to do? Multiply by 100. You don't do that, minus marks. Okay, then after that, that will be my, what do you call that, percentage of alpha. Now, I already told you, okay, there may be a trick. After this, they can ask you, okay, so if this is percentage alpha, can you also tell me what is the percentage of liquid? Don't go and measure and measure the line and all this. No, waste your time. What do? These two add together should be 100%, isn't it? So you just take 100 minus this one, will give you percentage liquid. Are you clear with that? Huh? Don't just go there, measure this, measure that, and run, and waste a lot of time. Okay? Alright. Then the next one is the tie line. Okay? So this one here, very simple. It will tell you at temperature T1, temperature T1. Okay, what is the composition? Composition of alpha is equal to what? And composition of liquid is equal to what? See, at T1. So what do? You already draw the horizontal line. Then after that, I see this point here. Okay, this point there. That point there. This point here. This point here. Okay. This one here should be, if I project it down, this one here will be the composition of the what? Liquid. Are you clear now? Okay. So this one here will be equal to composition. This is composition of the liquid is equal. And what is the composition of the solid? I take this point here. Now this one here will be composition of the solid. Okay, so it's equal to, yeah. That is the what? I line. Alright, now the next thing is I talk about this one here, I talk about this one here. Okay, right, now this one thing here is I need to talk about coring. Okay, now coring is this. Coring is this. Can you remember I told you what? Okay, you see, if I were to draw this up, okay, for this composition here, this, if I take a liquid of this composition, right, when I pull it down, okay, at this point here, my first solid to form will have got this one here. I call it, okay, CA. Then after that, at this point here, okay, my solid will have got what? D, okay, maybe. At this point here, maybe you will have got what? Composition C. This point here will have composition E, and then here, okay, composition. Okay, so can you see? If I were to have the tie line, I would have the tie line. Alright? My first liquid, my first solid to form, okay? This one here will be what? C, A, composition. Okay? And then after that, you will have more and more. And then when it comes to this point here, this temperature here, okay? This layer here will be what? C, B. Okay, and then after that, when it comes to this one here, okay, I have this one here, CB, and then more, and then after that, this layer, outer layer, alright, at this point, And this temperature here will be what? C, C. Okay? And then finally here will be CD. The outside one will be what? CD. So can you see or not? My composition will progressively what change from inside to the outside. This is known as coring. The inside one will have more of what? Will have more of what? More of this one here. If let's say percentage A, okay, here is 0% A, here is what? 100% A. Can you see A as a what? Higher melting point. Alright, so initially, and the composition will be coming in this what? Direction. This direction means what? I will get less and less what? A. So the first one will be very rich in A, and then as I go outer and outer and outer, you will get less and less A. So it means what? The center one, in the center region, I will have more of the higher melting point material, which is A. Are you clear or not? Can you see or not? Your composition is moving this direction. So A is going to decrease. Can you see or not? Decrease. Inside is higher in A. A has got a what? Higher what? Melting point. Okay, as I go outward, I should be getting more and more what? B. Because A is decreasing, isn't it? And B has got what? Lower melting point. So I get less and less of A, more and more of B. So inside will always be richer in what? Higher melting point material. That's coring. Alright, so how do you solve this coring problem? How? You do what? Hot working. What else? I cool it what? Slowly. This is due to what? Non-equilibrium what? Cooling. Okay? And what else? Heat treatment. These are the three I mentioned to you last week. Okay? So, okay, now, I told you the phase diagram. Can you take note of this? This is important. This is important. It may come up for MCQ. Okay? I want you to know the what? Eutectic. And the other one is what? Eutectic point. Eutectic is what? What is the eutectic reaction? One liquid gives you what? Two solid solidify at the same time. Okay? That means when they come to the solidification time, two solid will solidify at the same time. Eutectic is one solid will actually break up into two different types of solids. Okay, S2, S3. Yeah. Okay. So this eutectic reaction is actually how you get your perlite. You know what your perlite when you do heat treatment? Can you remember or not? Which is actually austenite. Will give you what? Ferrite and the magnetite at the same time. So these two, when it is formed at the same time, it is known as what? Perlite. Okay?
This one got test.
Huh? What?
This one never taught me.
Now tell you lah. Okay, you do in your lab experiment or heat treatment. Correct, huh? You only need to know these two. You know, there's one last slide I show you with many different ones. you ready to take care of these two. Are you clear now? You're testing and what? Like point, that's all. Okay? Okay, I think that's about all I need to do with you. Okay? If you can understand what I'm talking about this evening, then you should be alright for your quiz. My half of it. Alright? Okay,